Welcome, brothers and sisters. We are finally back. We are finally back again for the second reaction video I've dropped on this YouTube platform. Welcome to this Brbptv. Be real, be positive television, brothers and sisters. And you can check out the previous one I did earlier on the Mr. Leaks reaction, guys. In the first comment in the comment box below, guys. Welcome once again, brothers and sisters. We are back for more vibrations, and you know we stay ready. Brothers and sisters, don't forget to do what? Subscribe and turn on the post notification if you've not done so. The newcomers, big up on yourself for definitely tuning into the vibes. More of all you coming in. Hey, big up the newcomers one time on this here Brbptv YouTube platform. Welcome, like I said before. And of course, guys, don't forget to do what? Hit that like button, brothers and sisters. Smash that like button. I would appreciate that. Hit the like button, brothers and sisters, to definitely help the algorithms push this video further and further. And of course, without further ado, let us get into the vibrations for today right there. Now, brothers and sisters, do you know who this individual is? Do you know? His first name starts with J, and his last name starts with G. He is known as Jason G. I will not say his last name for those of you know. Those of you know, those of you don't know. All right. Now, brothers and sisters, there's something rather interesting that is taking place in Dominica, for which I know for certain because I have experienced it as well. But we're gonna bring in an individual before we get into the individual right there. Of course, we know Psy had a 2024 Calypso, speaking about that same sentiment. And I want you guys to listen to what Trendsetter has to say on that vibration. It seems like the DPP had some issue with him of some sort for him stating the absolute obvious. And we'll see that right there, brothers and sisters. Take a listen.
Wait for the result. Sai is going to entertain us.
Big up Sai one time.
So I am standing solidly with my brother. Because to me, where are we not listening to this message in that song?
Brothers and sisters, that is the main problem that I have with people when it comes down to Calypso. Calypso is something that you have to listen to and take action, brothers and sisters. Are we listening to what is taking place in the Calypso songs? Are we listening carefully to fathom the understanding of what is really taking place in the nature of the Caribbean? Sai has this very same sentiment, and like I tell you guys, I can literally relate to it. It is facts that is speaking.
I feel sorry for the persons who are the victim, and through no fault of theirs, their matter is just getting adjourned, and sometimes the adjournment leads to frustration. More people dying.
Yes, brothers and sisters. Yes, very true. Remember the Dominican News Online news article literally stated that sentiment some time back. That matters are being pushed back constantly, just pushing back, and matters are just piling up, causing a set of frustration in the place. And that is what Sai was talking about in the song, brothers and sisters.
Justice, and a police officer is basically just capturing it in song.
Yes, sir.
As he speaks to the gangsters, the gunslingers. One day, you will have to answer.
Yes, sir.
And as we speak of that, before I leave, guys, I saw an image at a school. The Goodwill School, to be more specific. And
I saw the. I did not know what school it was, but I saw this as well. I was going to react to it. But I think I'll do the Sai song next, brothers and sisters. If you guys want me to do this, let me know in the comment box below. Or do you want me to do the reaction on this thing right there, where this student decides, you know what, I'm gonna banter with my teacher, right there, brothers and sisters. But the song of Sai is very, very important. I remember listening to it for the first time in the semifinals, and I was like, that is absolutely factual truth right there. Now, brothers and sisters, I bring you none other than the individual who was in Maho. There was a whole fiasco about container and ammunitions and this kind of something there. Well, this is the individual, and of course he's providing a court update as of February 6th, that was yesterday, 2024. Customs court update. Remember, brothers and sisters, they charge him for the possession and he paid this stuff, whatever you have to pay, which is rather interesting. If you pay this stuff, why? Well, they say there's some other case or something of that sort. So I guess the court matter will deal. But let's listen to what Uncle Jason has to say right there.
Hey, good day, friends and family, those in Dominica and in the... Hey, good day, friends and family, those in Dominica and in the state. Well, here's another court update. My wife and I were there. 9 o'clock.
I should have been there. I should have been there for me to hear everything too. I should have been there. But it's just that it slipped my mind, man. But anyways, let's continue.
The court's supposed to open. Finally opened at 9:30. Court started at 9:45. There was also a little bit of a funny confusion. Funny in one way, but almost missed the court date because we had miscommunication in the actual date.
Brothers and sisters, when he's saying that there's miscommunication in the court date, I've heard this before. I remember there was a situation where I was talking to a particular individual and he was giving me his whole story about this court case and whatnot, and they ended up throwing out his case on the basis that they gave him the wrong date, brothers and sisters. They gave him the wrong date and he came late for that date. No, he didn't come late. He came on the date that he was supposed to call. He was told to call, only to be told that the matter was called already. So they ended up throwing out the man case and he lost his boss. So there's some sort of interesting vibes that going on here, and it's so when he's saying this kind of things that he almost missed this thing, I cannot say it's far-fetched because I also heard that from other people as well. So when he's saying these things, we have to be mindful, brothers and sisters, that this is not new. It's not a nuance. It's not a novel understanding right there.
Well, I stopped in yesterday and double-checked. Good thing I did.
If he didn't double check, he might have ended up missing his case.
Not that it would have made a whole lot of a difference, other than it would have given the prosecution actually something to do. Because here we are once again, where the individual, the lawyer from the prosecution that started this has been absent three times.
Brothers and sisters, talking about and this is why I like pointing out these things, because I've heard these stories from other people as well. I remember there was a matter that I was a witness to, and I went to the St. Joseph Court and all those kind of things. I remember I was in the United States. When they called me, hey, I'm there. They said, okay, whenever you are wrong, call us, what, blah, blah, blah. I came back to Dominica 2 years later. 2 years later, I came back. Well, back and forth. Came back 2 years later. Then the main individual who I told to message me, if anything, called me and told me. 2 years later, brothers and sisters, that matter came in. I went, I testified, I give all these stories and whatnot. Apparently, the police seem to have been lying for the partner because they knew the partner right there. And they were like, how could this be? This guy is clearly wrong. And I saw everything like I was watching a TV in front of me unfolding. I saw everything. So I told them everything, brothers and sisters. And I went. Last year, brothers and sisters, I think that was before Maria. Not before Maria, brothers and sisters, sorry. When I went to testify was in to be a witness. When I went an eyewitness, it was I think it's in 2021, brothers and sisters. 2021. That was a long time. So 2019 to 2021. I went, I give my stuff, spoke everything, they wrote down everything, whatnot, brothers and sisters. And then last year, the man called me and tell me the matter is still... No. A police... somebody called me and telling me that the matter still has not been resolved yet. The matter still has not been resolved yet.
Miraculously, all 3 times he's been sick. That's quite interesting.
Very interesting indeed.
Without any sort of record. They just come in and say, oh, Your Honor. He's sick. He can't be here. Therefore, we must adjourn.
So the man was sick 3 times.
Or, as they tried to pull today, the client, Mr. Grog, has missed all these meetings that we have tried to make with him. Yeah, meetings that they didn't actually try to make with me. Not in good faith, anyway. One, they decided to drop a letter that was so vague, I could have thought I was going to a tea party. They dropped it to my lawyer on Friday, and we're supposed to be there on Monday. Wait, how does this work now? Because, remember, Customs arrested me as I was going to the U.S. Embassy.
Yep.
To find out why they decided to make such abusive practice of arresting my children.
Now, brothers and sisters, I know about the situation involving the little ones. I think that's one of the matters that they have taken the government to task for, and the government will 100% lose. There's no possibility that the government is going to win this case. These were underage little ones. They put the underage little ones in care of somebody else. The grandparents came. They did not hand over the grandparents to the little ones. Plus, there was those that were in custody as well. I think it was him, his wife, the older one, the oldest daughter, and the second one, and the two little ones were placed in the other ones. They held them longer than the time that they were supposed to hold them, brothers and sisters. So that's already a violation right there. I remember when the court called them and say, how come these little ones ended up staying longer than they should have been? That was a clear that is a clear win for them. Clear. Absolutely clear. So I wonder, if that is why they keep pushing back and pushing back and pushing back the thing. Oh, he's sick. Next time he's sick. Next time he's sick. Make a line or say he end up in an accident. No, next time. He just keep getting sick every time the court matter supposed to happen. Okay then.
Yeah, so we have a lawsuit against the state for that.
As you should. As you definitely should. And don't let up, sir. Do not let up at all. As you should. How can they be doing this and think, oh, they forget it's American people are there, man. They forget it's American people. You think it's Dominica they come in and do that too? And Dominican, boy, let me just leave that alone, eh? Let me just leave that alone. They violating you, they doing all sorts of things they doing you. And you're like, boy, I don't have the money for that. I don't want a headache for that. Let me just leave that alone. You think it's Dominicans? You think they're going to take abuse from you? I see.
Of course, they want to keep that all hush-hush and quiet. They don't want to know that it's going to be rather expensive for them.
Very.
I guess it's not a good thing when you allow other Dominicans to use the Attorney General's office and other high-level, not so honorable officials to use them as a bludgeoning tool. Yeah.
I wonder if it's DPP they're talking about, their brothers and sisters. It reminds me of the case that was supposed to be called. The CCJ ruled that this matter should be heard. The DPP in Dominica come and throw out the case.
That's straight up sin. That's definitely something that the leadership of Dominica, you need to take responsibility,
as they should,
for what you've been doing to this country.
Oh yes.
And what you continue to do to this country.
Yes, sir.
Your corruption.
Oh, as for that. As for that itself. Where the money now? Mr. PM, where the money go? Okay then.
Your embezzlement. Yeah. I mean, everybody knows kind of what's going on, right?
Yes, they do.
So what do you need? Do you need God to do something most epic? Slap you
on your behind? I don't think God will side for you, no matter how much time you come and say, and the Lord this and the Lord that. Satan does call the Lord name, do you know? Of course he does. So keep calling and think God on your side still, and then the labor rights. Oh, he talking about God, that's so great.
Be around in the face, so be it. God do whatever it takes to bring those in leadership that think they're honorable, but are truly dishonoring everyone.
Yes, sir.
What a dishonorable group of leaders.
Oh, I tell you.
Everybody in Dominica here and all the diaspora, if we were to really and truly know all that those in leadership have been doing to this country, how dishonorable they would truly be.
Boy, Dominicans. Hey. Boy, I tell you, boy, this is a foreigner, eh, brothers and sisters, a foreigner that end up in a kind of circumstance. And yes, he maybe shouldn't have brought this stuff, without, what was discovered. Maybe he himself didn't even know that was inside there and all those kind of things there. So he ended up paying what he had to pay for it. I think it's 15,000 whatever US or whatever he had to pay for that. And he ended up in a whole thing. All you do the man family wrong. You do the man family wrong. The court cell say all you do the man family wrong. And the partner that bringing case keep falling sick.
Of yours.
Use Pierre Charles. You use Roosevelt Douglas. Oh, okay.
Sins.
Keep falling sick still.
Get right with God.
Yeah, man.
And make this country what it actually could be.
Tell him stop their dirty ways.
Yeah. Sorry, little side rant. So June 4th is my next court date.
Of course.
Because the prosecution has yet to actually make a case against me. What that means They have yet to even get the discovery documentation to my lawyer. When was that requested? By the court, mind you. Court gave them a date.
And they did not bring it, which is interesting. How can the court give you a date to bring something that you have not brought, and that is like, okay, we'll bring it next time? What? Aye. Only in the niche, only in Planet Dominic, only in Planet Dominica, only. Brothers and sisters, brothers and sisters, that is unfathomable. Unfathomable. Boy, that's all. Let's continue.
Let them know July 4th of last year. July 4th of last year. Hey, make sure by October of last year that my lawyer has all the information that she needs.
So October last year, they had to give your lawyer all the information, and up to now, February 2024. October, November, December, January, February, 4 months now. And the court, and you don't think the court corrupt, brothers and sisters? You don't think the court system is corrupt?
To defend me. And that comes and goes, right? So November 7th, they show up. Oh, we're trying to meet with him. We've been trying to meet with him.
What meeting with him have to do with giving me the documents? You're trying to solve it outside so you'll be able to get all what he needs to get from you. So do not relent now. Do not stop. Do not relent. Because we have a corrupt system that needs to be broken. And if it takes you to break it, bro.
Yeah, a bunch of fools, incompetent fools.
As for incompetence. Brothers and sisters, all you hear that from me a lot of times. Because Dominica has been run by incompetence. And we expect incompetence to breed competence. How on earth you expect incompetence to breed competence? It is absolutely clear when you look at the economy of Dominica. What's going on? Very clear indeed. And people watching it, people watching it and pretending, oh, that's not happening. No, that's not true. No.
Thank you, Attorney General. You are definitely less than honorable. You have a job to do. You need to do it. Grow a pair and do it.
Yeah.
On we go. So here we are. We're going to be...
So you're saying he's peerless then, huh? He has 0 pairs, huh? He's like, what they calling those people there? He's a eunuch, huh? He has no peers at all? Not even one? Wow, okay.
More than a year that the Dominica Attorney General's office and the DPP has held my family hostage.
As for that.
Has held my family hostage. And yet they still want to pat themselves on the back and say, hey, what a good job we do. How honorable we are.
That's what they come in and tell the people. Then the outside people watching Dominicans and wonder if Dominica people okay. Boy. People just come and talk to me, brothers and sisters. People from all over the world. Japan, China, Africa. I try to remember people that are talking about, hey, what's going on with the government and this kind of things in Dominica. Africa definitely. It's another one in Africa. Not from the West, America, Brazil, obviously, that is West. A lot of people have been asking me, what on earth is going on in Dominica? And then now you have the OCCRP that came to Dominica to say, hey guys, look at what is going on. And I suspect they linked up with the United Nations or the European Union to show them the proof of what was going on. This is why the European Union then came to Dominica. Well, from my understanding, that's what connects. This is most likely why they came to Dominica and had the meeting saying, hey, this is our concerns. And they literally had it on the Dominica News Online thing, stating that 1/4 of the amount of passports sold was reported to the Dominican people. So that means 75% of passports sold was not reported to the Dominican people, which then indicates how much money has been raised from what was not reported to us. And Dominicans letting these things happen. Brothers and sisters, I saw some videos of places like Germany. Right now, Germany is I would have played it, brothers and sisters, but YouTube, since Instagram don't want me to share the video to my own status, and they don't want me to download it, then that means, YouTube will definitely probably flag my video, so I wouldn't show it. But I can talk about it, brothers and sisters. Germany farmers are blocking up roads like crazy. I just see the truckers back in the day when they had the whole Rona situation in Canada. The truckers are back, brothers and sisters. The truckers are back, and I think Taylor Swift gave them some monies or some kind of thing like that. If I get it correctly, there was some monies given to them in that regard. Although the government, Trudeau, right now they even have petition. Over 300 and something thousand signatures have been saying that they have lost confidence in Trudeau and there needs to be an elections in 40 days. That's what they're saying, brothers and sisters. This is one of the things I wonder. If cannot people sign, at least half the population will say, hey, how much is the population? 50,000, at least 30,000 people sign and say, we have lost confidence in the government of Dominica and do this. But then again, people say, my name will be seen. Jesus, help us, Father, to free yourself from mental slavery. And we'll sing the songs, Oh, pirates, yes, the rabbi, the light to the merchant ship, how long can it take? From the bottomless pit, how long was made strong by the hands of the Bob Marley song already, brothers and sisters. Free yourself from mental slavery. But at least this foreigner is experiencing that and is sharing his details with not just Dominica, but overseas as well of what is happening to the court system. And I think you should definitely continue, sir.
Well, it's a lie.
What's a lie?
And yet they still want to pat themselves on the back and say, hey, what a good job we do. How honorable we are.
And they will make articles or send articles because maybe that's their friend and say, oh, Dominica has the best court system or what? What? Yeah. Oh, you top 10 best court system or some kind of nonsense like that.
Well, it's a lie. Your honor has been turned to dishonor.
Yep.
And I'm here to let everybody know.
Yes, sir, we know, we know.
So we're going to look to have it dismissed outright. We're also going to look to most likely file a high court petition.
Yes, sir.
There's a lot of things that are wrong, and it seems like the magistrate courts are extremely weak or extremely manipulated. So here, that's what we're going to do. That's what we have to do. In order to seem like to get anything done, the only way the DPP or the prosecution really gets held accountable is more in the high court. That's our plan. And there's probably, well, I know there's more to come, but I can't say too much more.
Oh, yes, we know.
I said more than I need to. In the end, I serve God.
Yep.
And God's ways are more important than man's understanding.
It's true that.
So you may not understand how everything's going. I certainly don't. But I trust God and what he's working on. So all the glory to God. It is truly Christ or chaos.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Hey, big up to Jason G right there. Big up, bro. He struggled. He came to Dominica to, free up and, do ministry and this kind of things and that befall you well. Never, maybe, I don't know. It's strange how that happened. It's very strange, I tell you. But maybe it had to happen that way. Maybe you are the one who will be breaking the camel's back. Not just breaking it, separating it in two. So the camel will look for its foot and it would run away. Yes. So maybe it's you, bro. And that is very good right there. Because there are a number of matters that have been placed against the government. And it's constantly being pushed back. Push back. Government bringing false cases on people. Well, look at the UWP situation. UWP or Lennox Linton and them people situation. That's still going on now? Huh? Brothers and sisters, one thing if you learn about dictators and this kind of things there, you always notice that they tend to try to bring pressure on the opposition. Whether they take them to court or they try to suppress them in certain ways. Look at what is happening in the United States right now. I mean, it's very clear. They always try to do the same thing you see happening in Dominica, brothers and sisters, the same thing you see happening in the United States, you know. This is one of the reasons I say, boy, when I was looking at this thing, I say, I wonder if these people are going to learn from Dominica and see what Dominica is doing for whoever to get the upper hand. Which is interesting, because I remember thinking that same thing some years ago, brothers and sisters, like about 2 or 3 years ago, or 2 years, no, that was after the elections. That was about 2 years ago, yes. About 2 years ago. I remember them talking about people in certain areas, certain states. They were saying that black people cannot get IDs, and therefore, because they cannot get IDs, you know, they suppressing or being racist to black people for their ability not to vote. And that just click. That just click, boy. Because the same thing, the government of Dominica doesn't want voter ID cards. They don't want these things. Oh, that would be accountable to have a little, you know, more free, leading the direction to more free and fair elections. Voter ID cards where people can just come and, hey, this is, no. Registered brothers and sisters, everything. Everybody have the voter ID cards to come and do their thing. In America, they're trying to take away IDs by claiming that black people cannot get IDs. And if black people cannot get IDs, that is racism, because these black people that cannot get IDs cannot vote. And then they're asking black people around the same areas, can you get IDs? They say, yes, I have my ID. What ID you have? Some say they have their license. Some show their student ID card. Some say all these things. We all have IDs. So I myself trying to figure out how on earth they get that ideology that black people cannot get IDs. You go to the DMV, you can get ID. I went to the DMV, I get my ID. Boy, look, hey, boy, that is something. But humans, boy, it's the same sort of thing you noticing. And I say they're learning from Dominica. Why can I not say this? I mean, I remember Bill Clinton ended up Dominica. I remember stories of Bill Clinton going other places. All of a sudden, these countries just start swaying to one direction. All of a sudden, brothers and sisters, you have to be mindful of what's going on. Some of you pretending, oh, nothing going on. Nothing going on. Nothing going on. And the thing is, you know something going on, you know, but you want to pretend that nothing's going on. Just like those people that believe that, these men that believe that it can be women. I can pretend I is a woman, but we see you as a man. Anyways, brothers and sisters, before you two come for me, you two behave yourself, boy. Anyways, brothers and sisters, what are your thoughts, man? Kudos to this guy for coming up and, you know, definitely putting his best foot forward and indicating. I know one of the cases that he has, he definitely must win it. There's no if or doubt about it. And then that is why they constantly pushing back case and all those kind of things. That is not the first time we're hearing this. There's literal articles on Dominican News Online that's stating that cases are piling up. Justice is not being served. Then you hear in which case get thrown out and all kind of things happening. Really? Brothers and sisters, you need to be mindful. Justice needs to be revealed in Dominica, or utter chaos will take place. Uncle Boy does say, Christ or chaos. If you don't trust Yeshua, it's chaos that can happen to you. Well, if you don't do what's right, brothers and sisters, utter chaos will come to, and it's very clear what is happening in the nature of the Caribbean. Brothers and sisters, what are your thoughts? These are just my thoughts. What are your thoughts, brothers and sisters? Leave your thoughts in the comment box below. Give this video a thumbs up if you understand it. If you want to see more, definitely subscribe and turn on that post notification so you can get all the videos as they tend to come through. Check out the next reaction I did a bit earlier on today. And of course, brothers and sisters, tune in for the next reaction. I think I'll be doing Psy tomorrow. If you guys want me to do that, let me know that in the comment box below. So we'll dissect that music that seems to have ruffled the feathers with the DPP, it seems. I saw that case, not the case, I saw an article relating to Psy and DPP and what? Hi! The man speaking the truth. How I know is the truth? I know. I know. When you're in meetings with these people and you hear who come in and represent the state and come in and think, ask them what is the latest. Oh, I haven't gotten much word, and so you have to push it next time. Come back. This is like a runner wrong. There's nothing going on. Then they put you in different things and you have to pay for that thing. You have to put you in and they put you in this and you talk in and nothing happens there. Put you in another one. Nothing happens. And then when you go in further and further to reach, you know, it's a runner wrong. But it's a good thing some of us athletic. We can run, man. We can run. Anyways, brothers and sisters, like I said before, give this video a thumbs up. And of course, subscribe and turn on that post notification if you have not done so yet. Click subscribe, click the bell, and you'll be notified when I drop my videos right there. And then it's about Mr. Lex one time. Be real. Be positive.